Before I get into this, please share this video so we can get the 60,000 kids that are about to be thrown out on the street somewhere else to go. So the Party of Family Values are putting 60,000 kids out on the street. Trump's administration is shutting down Job Corp. If you've never heard of Job Corp, it was a program for underprivileged kids that serviced 60,000 kids per year. This program, which was really pushed hard in the 90s and early 2000s, was a program that was geared towards at-risk and low-income youth 16 to 24. This program would take in these youths, give them housing, good nutrition, allow them to get their GEDs. They would train them in a trade like technology, computer science, if they wanted to go into nursing or some other trade skill. They would also give them an allowance. This was a program that was used by children in the foster system after they age out of the foster system, which is what many pro-life people say that children should be going to. They should force people to have children and then put them in the foster system. But after they age out of the foster system, these same pro-life people don't care if these kids end up on the street. But I digress. When these kids aged out of the foster system, they could go into a program like Job Corp. They would be able to finish out their high school, be safe and secure in the housing. They didn't have to be out on the streets. This was also good for kids in low-income communities where their parents couldn't provide proper housing or they didn't have resources to the proper education, proper nutrition, or resources to help them be more productive members of society in the future. This also helped the LGBT and trans communities. If their parents ostracized them or put them out of the house when they came out to them, they would be able to take advantage of this program to stay off of the streets where they could be SA'd or hurt due to their sexual orientation. The close of Job Corp was supposed to happen on the 30th of June, but the Trump administration thought that putting kids out in the street could not wait, so they changed it to the beginning of June. Now, Dumpy Pants and his administration are tricking people into thinking that the money that they are taking from Harvard, because they are angry at Harvard for rejecting Taco Bone Spurs' mediocre Mayo family, they're saying that they're taking that money and giving it to trade schools that promote American values. That is not true. They are not doing that. They are lying to you. Trump is just taking money from Harvard because his family is not good or smart enough to get in that school, and they are really sore about that. But for the people who are affected by this, please don't panic. Here are some alternatives that you can look into that may be able to help you. The first one is YouthBuild. The website is youthbuild.workforcegps.com. YouthBuild services 16 to 24-year-olds that are at risk and low income. They will help you get your diploma, they teach leadership, they'll help you prepare for college, and even provide trade training, as well as housing. The next one is an apprenticeship. Apprenticeships still exist, and you can go to apprenticeship.gov and look into joining an apprenticeship. This is a combination between paid training and on-the-job experience. They have classroom settings where you can take the training, and then you can go out into the world with a mentor to put your training into action. You must be at least 16 in order to take advantage of this. And there are some other qualifications that you should pass to get sponsorship. If you are in California, cayenne.org could be really helpful for you. ca-yen.org. This is going to be a website with a lot of resources that you can use, including different places where you can get housing, on-the-job training, also pay allowance, and offer food. The next one is one that's a lot like Job Corp. It's AmeriCorps. At AmeriCorps.gov. They have 35,000 locations across the country. They offer living allowances, housing, your GED, trade training, as well as leadership courses. Along with AmeriCorp, there is a program called City Year at cityyear.org. City Year is a program that you can go into for a year, and you can work in the trade that you are training for with AmeriCorp. Both AmeriCorp and City Year are based off of community service programs that will actually pay you, keep you off the street, give you housing, and allow you to learn a trade and get that experience. City Year has 250 schools across 29 cities in 21 states. Other programs to look into. The Workforce Initiative and Opportunity Act of 2014. Look up programs under that act. They have specific programs in that area that are protected by that act, so they must be funded. Programs like that offer education and training programs that are either free or very low cost to you. They even offer employment after your training is done. The programs in this act cover 14 to 24-year-olds. And there are a lot of programs in this act that offer housing. You can also look up in your state or your local area different state and local job training programs. Another training website that could be helpful for you is careeronestop.org. They do have programs on there that offer paid training. For the people and families that are affected by this, please don't lose hope. Please go to some of these websites that I listed and see how they can help you. Donald Trump and his administration are trying to do everything they can to target the low-income community, target the Black and brown community, target the people who he thinks can't fight back and have no other resources and no other support. Please know that you are still supported, and there are still people who are fighting for you. Don't lose hope. Don't think that you have to go back to the life that you had. Don't think that you need to go back out to those streets. Don't think that there is not a place for you and that you don't have a bright future. You have one, and you are going to do amazing things, whether he wants you to or not.